Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Out of the Ordinary. I'm back. Yes, I'm back from vacation and a little bit of catching up here. I did catch the Rona while I was on vacation, and I have recovered and I survived. Anyways, today I'm going to be talking about the Dallas Buyers Club. Now, if any of y'all seen the movie, it's a very phenomenal movie. It talks about Ron Woodroof. He's a rodeo, part-time rodeo. I don't know what you call those kind of people. He works for the rodeo part-time, and he's an electrician, but he catches AIDS and certain things happen in which I'm going to get into right now. So let's see who's in the chat. Liz, hey, what's going on? Mikey, what are you doing on there? Aka, hey, how's it going? And Psycho Man 13 says, whoop, 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 whoop. All right, guys. All right, let's get into this. So Ron Woodroof. Who is Ron Woodroof? Ron Woodroof founded what became known as the Dallas Buyers Club, which in a time before efficacious alternatives distributed AIDS medications through an underground network. And I see Calvin just came in. What up, Calvin? Welcome. And Akala the Amon says, it's going to be a great subject. It is a great subject. It's a very great movie, and I suggest for all you who are watching, right now I see that there are 5 people watching. For the 5 people watching on Psycho Man 13, I suggest you go and watch The Dallas Buyers Club. It's a great movie. So let's get deeper into this here real quick. Who was Ron Woodroof? In 1986, Ron Woodroof was diagnosed with AIDS and given a short time to live. According to the movie, he was approximately given a month to live, 30 days. Instead of passively accepting his prognosis, Woodroof researched various medicines and drug combinations and began taking a regimen of drugs to stave off the disease. So in the movie, Ron tells the doctors when they tell Ron that he has AIDS, he tells the doctors that he doesn't have, and he says derogatory words of that he doesn't have that kind of disease, that he couldn't. He's not one of them. He's not a homosexual. So when he starts studying about more about AIDS and stuff like that, he starts finding out that AIDS can be contracted, by sharing drug, needles and stuff like that, and unprotected sex or anything like that. In which I do promote you guys, if you're gonna have sex, please use protection. Anyhow, more into the story. He also began what is now known as the Dallas Buyers Club, through which he sold the drugs to AIDS victims around the world who had no other resource. In the face of the FDA and other regulators, the Dallas Buyers Club flourished. But Woodroof himself succumbed to the affliction 6 years after the diagnosis. See, they gave him 30 days, and he lived for 6 years. So you need to watch the movie to actually get. And I mean, maybe what I say here, it'll probably let you in on what the movie's about. So let's get to the comments here. Psychomantium 13 says that's insane. He was able to do that much research. If I'm not mistaken, he's one of the proponents of the multiple medications that helped it. Yes, he I'm gonna get into that because I don't want to ruin it for everybody either. I'm gonna get into it. But yes, he did do a combination of certain drugs that weren't approved by the FDA or the CDC. And can we all guess who did not approve of this? Y'all know who? Oh, he's very big right now. He's very big right now, about this whole corona. Anyways, let's get into this. Oh, Stephen P. Kitty Cat just came in. I just got here a cause already talking about sleep. Yes, Psychomantium 13, you could be right. You could be right. But yeah, he has, I won't mention the name, but you know. Anyhow, he lived 6 years after the diagnosis, and then he died on September 12th, 1992. Early years and AIDS diagnosis. Woodroof was born in 1950 and became an electrician as an adult. Woodroof was diagnosed with AIDS in 1986 when only one drug was on the market to treat the disease, and that drug is called AZT, and was given only 6 months to live. And get that, it wasn't 6 months. Well, according to the movie, it wasn't 6 months. It was 30 days. But I'm saying maybe he was given 6 months, but he lived more. He began a regimen of AZT, but it had little effect, and he nearly died. Which, yeah, on the movie, it's more detailed. So, yeah, like I said, I suggest you watch the movie and read his biography and stuff, because it is interesting. It is interesting. So instead of accepting the prognosis and his prescribed fate, Woodroof began studying the affliction and its effects on the body. AIDS was a poorly understood disease at the time, and the U.S. government still had little idea how to combat it. So Woodroof decided to take action. He searched worldwide for drugs, which, yes, he did travel to, he traveled to Israel, Mexico, and all these other countries to, get these drugs. And I mean, it's amazing. So let's go to some more comments here. Liz says, I keep finding Dovato while I'm walking one of my dogs. I have also found a lot of condoms and a few syringes. They must be maybe. It's that China White, isn't it? Maybe. Well, I mean, unless you inject it, it could be the China White, because I mean, yeah, that's a factor. Yeah, it's an AIDS prevention pill. Yeah, I'm pretty sure people already have it there. Just don't walk barefooted out there where you walk the dogs. So anyways, he searched worldwide for drugs to counteract the AIDS effects, combing catalogs of non-FDA approved medication and experimental and other drugs that were being used for his AIDS patients. So when he went to Mexico, see on the movie when he went to Mexico, and don't quote me on it because it's just a movie, and you have to go read his biography, like I said. But on the movie, he goes to Mexico and he finds this doctor who was in the United States that lost his license and was experimenting with drugs to prevent AIDS and stuff. And well, basically, that's where he started from. So we get into the Dallas Buyers Club here. The Dallas Buyers Club, once he found the drugs he thought would work, antivirals available in other countries but not in the United States, dextrin, sulfate, and porcine PVP among them, Woodroof began acquiring them from around the world. Other AIDS patients soon came looking for Woodroof's medications. And with the help of his doctor and fellow patients, Woodroof created what would become known as the Dallas Buyers Club in March of 1988. Yeah, exactly. You're handed a death sentence once you have AIDS. And of course, like you said, what do you have to lose? Might as well as work your ass off to figure out what might be able to help you. I mean, what else do you got to lose at that point? Yes, exactly. By the way, if you guys watch Dallas Buyers Club, the movie, two people, well, actually three people star in that. They're pretty awesome. One, Matthew McConaughey. Two, Jennifer Garner. And three I'm not too fond of, but it's Jared Leto, but he does play a good drag queen. All right. Yep, that's who I'm talking about. So, through the Buyers Club, Woodroof operated a large distribution center for experimental AIDS treatments out of his Oaklawn, Texas apartment, selling thousands of dollars worth of medication. His club resulted in a huge network of buyers and sellers, all of whom attempted to fly under the FDA radar. Maka says, I must see Jared Leto in drag. He's not that bad looking. And Stephen P. Kitty Cat says, Jennifer Garner is on my list of 5. I suggest you go and watch it, you guys. Go watch. After this show, you know what? Go look it up. Watch it. Seriously. The group imported AIDS treatments from other countries or smuggled in experimental American drugs that had been shipped to the other countries but were not approved in the United States. Yaka. You got me there. It's Jared Leto is not better than John Leguizamo's drag, okay? I'm going to say that right now. Hands down, John Leguizamo, blew it out of the water with that one. So felt ignored by the medical establishment, Woodroof at one point told a journalist, I am my own physician, and he prescribed himself 3 different experimental treatments of the 60 available through the network aimed at combating AIDS and the extending of his life. At first, the FDA looked the other way, but as the network grew, dangers from some of the treatments became worrisome, and accusations of profiteering surfaced, and federal officials began to take a look into the club. Woodroof always claimed that he was not running the club for profit. And so on the movie of the Dallas Buyers Club, Woodroof only charged for membership. And he even quotes on there, Matthew McConaughey as Woodroof states, you only pay $400 and the drugs are free, because they kept accusing him of being a drug dealer. He goes, how am I dealing drugs if they're all vitamins? They gave him a lot of shit. They gave Woodroof a lot of shit. So His death after 6 years of fighting AIDS with his own treatments. Ron Woodroof died of the disease on September 12th, 1992 in Texas. Oh, hold on. Akad just said this. I looked up Jared Leto and drag, and that's not the only time it is in drag. And yes, makes a fabulous woman run. Uh huh. Right? I got you, Akad. Akad, you're a demon. You shouldn't be using talk to text. You should maybe be burning the images into the computer or something. So his fight bot added awareness to the disease, and the awareness in turn helped countless victims find Woodroof and attain a level of help otherwise unavailable. So, well, I mean, that's because you're a demon. Electronics can't really. Yes, Stephen P. Kitty Cats, a COD does need an intern. Actually, I can be the intern. I'm looking for a job. All right, guys. So here's a little bit of a story about the movie here, real quick. It says Dallas Buyers Club movie. Woodroof and his story gained renewed attention in 2013 as a movie version of his life. Dallas Buyers Club finally came to fruition after years in limbo. The film stars Matthew McConaughey as Woodroof. McConaughey lost 47 pounds for the role and took home Best Actor's honor at both the 2014 Academy Awards and the Golden Globes. Yes, Matthew McConaughey. Why do I keep saying McConaughey? Matthew McConaughey looks very, very malnutritioned on this movie. I mean, you can almost pass him off as a, I guess, what, crackhead? But no, he lost 47 pounds for that movie, and he does really look like he has AIDS. So guys, this was going to be a short, Hex is having fun. Yes, this is going to be a short show because, one, I'm still not feeling too well. I'm not 100% well yet. I got an ear infection that really hurts, and I'm on a lot of antibiotics. But maybe next Tuesday, if I'm feeling a little bit better, I will look up something and I will give you a great show. But as for right now, this is the end of my show. Thank you for tuning in, and remember, stay out of the ordinary. Bye-bye.